Previously on Survivor Waiparous. After losing 3 members, the Kootenai tribe was down 3-6 against Yoho in the next immunity challenge. Matt, seeing his team's disadvantage, made big moves, finding a hidden immunity idol and playing his disadvantage against Cole to take him out of the immunity challenge. Timothy retaliated by playing an advantage of his own, making Kate drink 2 shots before she could compete. The Kootenai tribe ultimately won, ensuring a Yoho member would go home for the first time since the swap. At Tribal, Rachel played her immunity idol, saving herself from the edge. Flo voted Robert to ensure a 1-1-1 tie if Rachel played her idol, and sent the tribe to a revote, where Robert was ultimately voted off with an idol in his pocket. 8 remain. Who will be voted out next?
So, pretty spooky thing just happened. Thought we were going into the tribal council. We were all voting for Tim. We show up. We cast the votes. I had an immunity idol, so I played it. Because I didn't trust that there weren't going to be enough people voting for me. The votes were read, and there was 3 votes for me, 1 for Tim, 1 for Robert, and 1 for Cole. So thank God I played that, because now I'm safe. But that means that, you know, every single person I talked to said they were voting for Tim, and I know it was Cole was the only other person who actually voted for Tim. I got my vote stolen from me. Michaela had one of those steal your vote things, and that was pretty spooky. And then we had to do a revote because there's a 3-way tie, and you know, I know that Cole voted for Tim, so I wasn't about to let him leave, and yeah, so we voted Robert out. But man, that was a fucking wild ride. Went from being me to not me. So see you next time.
This is the shit that happened. Okay, so my goal was to vote Rachel out.
Yeah.
Because initially when we talked, we were the first ones to talk, right? And we didn't talk after.
Yeah, and I was fine with Rachel.
Yes.
But I felt like the plan shifted to Tim.
Because I didn't get a chance to talk to you afterwards. Essentially what happened is that you needed Rachel to believe that Tim was being voted.
So that she didn't play her
idol.
I was, so...
Which is why I
my concern at that point was because I didn't hear the plan. I was getting really weird vibes from everyone. Was that it was you 4. You were going to put 2 votes on Rachel, 2 votes on me.
Oh, no, I wouldn't have done that.
But that's what I thought was going to happen.
Oh, no.
And then I saw my name, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm done.
Oh, no, I wouldn't have done that.
Do you know who did put my name down?
Yes.
Okay.
I told Michaela.
Okay.
So I think I left it to her. I was like, okay, so here's the thing. Steal Cole's vote.
So that Rachel doesn't get a scoop.
But then she voted, she took the wrong vote. So
yeah.
that's why it all went up, and that's why. So then I knew immediately when she did that. I was like, fuck, she's gonna be spooked. So that's why I changed my vote immediately from Rachel to Robert.
Because I thought it was gonna be the vote split 2 on me, 2 on Rachel, and then you 4 were gonna vote for me if she played the idol. I was literally like trying to be like, they're bluffing you. Don't play the idol.
Ah, yes, and that would have been excellent.
That would have been great.
She would have known. But yeah, I didn't mean to blindside you because that wasn't my intention.
That's fine.
But it was purely the fact that Michaela took the wrong vote. Because I was going to say take your vote, and then that way, or take. I was like don't just. But anyway, so then she took, which is fine. It's just that now
we're in a weird situation.
Now we're dealing with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then when we all consulted, I think now Rachel kind of knows she's on the outs.
She does.
So
she still trusts me though.
And you're okay to not. I guess like
I'm still fine to get her, but like I will definitely try and exploit that trust. I played an idol for her, of course she trusts me.
Yeah. So my thing is that also like I know Michaela definitely trusts me, and Tim also definitely trusts me.
I feel like Michaela and Tim both trust me.
Yes.
Especially after I wrote Tim's name down and Michaela wrote my name down.
Yeah. So
which is a weird situation.
Weird place to be in.
Yeah. You gotta be careful. Playing the middle's hard.
I'm not trying to play the middle though. That wasn't my intention. And I think like it's just if I manage to convince them back out, so that we're okay with you.
I'll
play it. Anyway. Yeah, I'll do it. But we're still good. We're still okay past Mark.
Yeah, 100%.
Who's what?
25.
Like 5.
Okay, I'll tell you. Who else is there?
Sophia. That's it. So yes.
Okay, so that was an insane tribal council. I am very sure now that Flo is playing extremely hard. She lied definitely to me, Rachel, and Robert, and is somehow getting away with it. And seemingly has the numbers coming into merge, which I think we're getting too soon. There's only 8 people left. It makes sense that would be coming soon. We're getting pretty late in Saturday, and it's been a long one. It's been stressful, it's been crazy. And this one, a 3-vote canceled to 1-1-1 split was pretty insane. I was pretty sure I was going home. I was convinced that the plan was 2 votes on me, 2 votes on Rachel, and then Rachel and I would put it on Tim, but then the votes got stolen. I was pretty sure it was 2-1-1, or 2-2-1, 3-2-1. I guess would have been the way the numbers panned out. Rachel plays a Redl and I go home with 2 votes. Thankfully, somehow Robert went out instead. So Flo's got my back there, I guess. Rachel definitely has my back, which I'm super stoked about. But presumably, we are both very much on the outs right now and may need some help come the merge.
All right. Also, it's at this point that I have to inform you, your buffs are meaningless. You've made it to the top 8. Individual immunity is up for grabs.
Great.
Moving forward, it is you against everyone else. There can only be 1 survivor. This is the top 8. This challenge will bring you all to tribal. One of you will be immune. And the challenge is simple. You're going to balance an egg on a spoon for as long as you can.
Can I take a pee before?
You certainly may.
Urinate away.
Everybody, put your eggs on your spoons. Everybody, hold your eggs out. Your time starts now.
Some weather we're having here.
It's all about steadiness, balance. Everyone seems fairly comfortable holding their eggs at this point. But that was the idea. We're just trying to get you comfortable for the remaining phases of the game. All right, everybody, you can take your eggs off your spoons. In the next round, same rule applies. You can't go below this line, but instead of being able to hold the spoon wherever you want, you have to hold it by the end of the spoon. Arms out. Matt, you gotta straighten that out a bit, bud. There you go. And you're on. That's good.
These free range. Asking for
We'll make it 3. Everyone's still seeming very comfortable at this point. No one really losing focus on their egg. This may be a long haul for some, for others. Not so much. But at least you've made it through this second portion of the game. Remove your eggs from your spoons. Holding it by the end of the stem. One-legged. I don't care how you stand one-legged, but you have to be standing one-legged. Everybody, Put your eggs on your spoons. Arms out, legs up. Everyone's looking a little shakier this round. Slipping really fast for the mat. Near saves.
What if he takes me out?
If he takes you out, he takes you out.
Yeah, what if the foot goes down?
The foot goes down. Saphir going on a journey with his egg, barely keeping it balanced. Matt and Saphir are really struggling for the second round.
Oh,
Saphir, your foot has touched the ground. You are out.
But don't break the egg,
Don't
please.
break the egg. Just hold on to it. It's your
I'd
friend.
rather eat it tomorrow.
All right, the rest of you, you can put your legs down, grab your eggs, take a second to breathe. For the next one, your arm must be entirely straight at 90 degrees from your body. Additionally, when you balance, you must lean forward.
Try.
Eggs on your spoons, legs up, get into position. At this point, it becomes a test of endurance as well as balance. Keeping your arms and legs in those positions for a long period of time might be just enough for a few of you to lose composure. The longer it goes, the harder it gets. Cole, your foot has touched the ground, you are out. No immunity for Cole or Saphir. Flo, your foot has touched the ground, you are out.
Oh.
You also are not going to win immunity. The rest of you can touch the ground, hold your egg for a moment.
Little pop back there.
Now, switch to your non-dominant hand. All right, eggs out, arms straight, get into position, legs up, bend. So far, so good. Everybody maintain their pose. Especially really Tim with a little bit of a shake. Gotta keep that leg straight and maintain that bend. Matt also slipping. Kate, Michaela, and Rachel holding steady. Fixed like statues holding straight little eggs and spoons. Matt looks like he's starting to struggle. Difficult to maintain your pose. Tim, same way. I'm starting to get a little tired. A little weary of this pose. But this challenge wasn't supposed to be easy. It was supposed to be a test of just how long you can keep going. There's only one immunity up for grabs. Rachel is out. She will not be receiving individual immunity. You've dropped the pose too many times. You're out. Michaela and Tim, collect your eggs, and we'll go into the last round. You will place the spoon with the edge in your mouth and balance the egg on the end of the spoon. At which point, you will go back to your dominant leg. Keep the egg balanced in your mouth. Same pose. All right, spoons in your mouth, eggs on the spoons.
Nice work, guys. You got it.
Legs up and get into your poses. Leg up, Michaela. Leg up, Tim. You want to be perpendicular to your leg. A full T, if at all possible. Tim eating the plastic spoon in his mouth. Anything to stay ahead. You gotta keep your leg behind you as straight as possible. Both of these competitors vying for individual immunity. The first on Survivor Waiparous to be safe from the vote at Tribal Council. Another snap from Tim's spoon. His jaw stronger than his legs, perhaps. Michaela, keeping composed, using her hands to balance herself. Each of you can only hold this pose for so long, and we will be here for as long as that takes. Tim starting to wobble things out. Michaela wins individual immunity. I will see all of you at Tribal Council in 15 minutes.
So, in the mood of shaking things up in the game, I ended up using one of my locks, found a piece of string that I tied the lock to, and lock, you know, it's got letters for the combination, so I put the word stay. And so I'm really hoping that, you know, someone can either use this to their advantage, or maybe it'll fuck them over.
Alright, so we made it past the merge. I'm still in it, and I still haven't used my immunity idol. But what I have done is I've created my own. What I'm planning to do is use this sticker, or this thing that I found with mine, and place it just like I found it, and let somebody have a false sense of security, or use it as a tool to give to somebody in solidarity, where I can either backstab them when I need to, or if I don't have to at all. So far so good with the backstabbing. Haven't backstabbed anyone. This is kind of nice. I haven't been cold today.
Yeah, but you're
I've
just
been like a little bit
furnace.
chilly for the entire day.
Yeah.
I haven't been cold yet, but
People have been getting flares.
I have moments
I've
of
been
high
warm,
stress
yeah.
where I find I'm sweating excessively, and then I get cold again. And then I'm kind of like, I actually get like shivery when I get stressed, so it's a bit of a toss-up. Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
And then I get stressed, so I go for a drink, and then I'm cold because liquid is cold.
I feel like my heart rate has no idea what to do.
That's the thing. So I think like if we want a contingency plan, we can all get on that. Then if you guys use an idol, then who's your guys' second? I'm still on 10.
Yeah, I'd prefer 10. So how could he wasn't that challenge?
That actually surprised me a lot.
Yeah, me too. I didn't think his
Yeah.
balance was
I
good.
also didn't think he like really wanted to be here, so I was like, oh, he's probably just not gonna care that much. And then he was like, final two, like, oh shit, now he's like, I'm not gonna pick that.
I feel like Robert getting kicked out kind of lit a fire now. But I mean, I'm curious to hear what you want to say. Like, who would your ideal second target be?
I think we can beat Saphir. Like I don't see him as a threat.
I agree with that.
Let me think. I kind of want to see where everyone else stands too.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
only,
no,
because then
100%.
especially like we only talked about the one for sure from Matt.
Okay, yeah, because
Matt's on chopping block, but now we're talking about the second.
okay.
And how we're gonna divide the votes. Because if he does have an idol, then like we're gonna have to figure that out.
No, 100%.
Okay.
Tim has immunity.
Tim has an advantage. Okay. We don't think it's an immunity idol. Robert went home with an immunity idol in his pocket. I don't think anyone knew it. There's also a shit ton of immunity idols.
So it might be a need, like, maybe you wanna wander.
Okay.
I think talking is important now. Let's talk to Matt. What's the target you were 100% on board with three photos? No shit. Yeah, no, 100% sure. Dude, we're 100% on the one. Rachel played in the media. Let's try with it to save it. You played one and it worked? They wanted you.
It was 3-1-1-1.
Okay, so can I tell you who we have? Yeah. That is Die Hard. Right, this is exact plan. This is working out perfect because we had Kate and Sophia. And I was like, guys, if you stick with this right now, we can get out Sean. I'm like, 'cause I know you guys better know Sean. I'm like, just please take a chance on me. Like, let me show you my legions. And I'm like, you gotta swear to God that you won't fight.
I think this fight can be.
And that's what we said.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. So flow. And if it is me, I do have some.
You have words.
I have some powers that I can execute as well. So should I use my immunity or no?
No, you're safe. If you feel like you don't trust us fully,
I do
yet,
trust you
totally
guys, but I don't know if I should.
You should.
Okay. Alright.
What about Sandy too? What's going on?
Am I allowed to be here? Me? Oh. I think it's good.
Rachel's the same thing. I see that.
Like 2 people vote Rachel,
Yeah,
Casey
that's
has an idol.
So we just need one person to vote.
Just one person? No, we need...
Rachel's gonna vote for something.
Yeah.
Matt,
Oh, sorry,
Matt is
too.
gonna vote
Yeah,
for
yeah,
something.
So I think we
have to split the votes.
I guess are you? I guess I know because you're still. I think that you two. I still don't know. Yeah. We down for that.
Yeah, like I think it's a good alliance, and voting one of them out guarantees us a position. Like,
Yeah.
as a top 6, top 5 cards, right?
Yeah. That's good. Okay, so 4 of us do Rachel.
So Rachel.
Rachel, the rest of us not.
There's only 2 then. Oh, I guess we
What do you want me to do?
Then we go to the second round.
Yeah, no,
if
it's
the
fine.
idol
Yeah.
player
Yeah, we'll just
vote.
Oh, cool. That
So we're fine. Yep. Okay, easy.
Then everything's good.
That's something.
Very clever. What scheme?
So what happened?
Oh,
again?
whiskey me.
Was an idol play?
I know, Mitch.
I know. We figured that out after. I was like, man, why didn't you tell me Rachel?
So, wait, what? We're talking about what happened.
Oh, that was...
Okay, so here's what happened. Oh man. I think Cole gave me a summary.
Yeah, so basically what happened was we had 6 going on max. We presumed that you guys did the same thing that we did and figured
No, we're telling
this
stories
might
about
happen.
this from before.
I mean, we considered
Kind
it
of.
briefly, and then everyone was like, nah.
So, but that was my assumption was that, and then I figured when we vote Mitchell, that was actually what I thought was Rachel. I was like, okay, I'm gonna play this idol
We're talking about
for Rachel,
the chaos.
and then we're gonna send.
Yeah,
absolute madness.
The Mitchell melting or whatever?
That's what
the
I
Mitchell,
thought.
the Mitchell Max thing. Yeah.
That was very well played on our part.
Yes.
Yeah.
Extremely
Notably.
Yeah. That was cool.
Welcome to the first tribal council. It's individuals. Individual immunity was on the line in the last challenge. Michaela, obviously taking individual immunity for herself. What was that like, winning the first individual immunity?
It was painful, honestly. But yeah, I feel like that's the kind of challenge that I'll like excel at, and I'm glad that one was incorporated into the game. Yeah.
Endurance challenges are your strengths. Nah. Are endurance challenges not really what you're looking forward to? Is it more of the relay races, the puzzles? What are you looking for in the individual immunity challenge?
Yeah, I appreciate all challenges, but I work on my hands and knees for a living, so standing up in awkward positions kind of takes a toll quicker than it should.
Yeah.
And I don't stretch.
Beautiful combination. Every time someone got eliminated from the challenge, you could kind of see the pain in their faces. You just feel like they were so close to cinching that. Tim, you finished in second place. What was it like to come so close to claiming individual immunity for yourself and yet falling short?
I was surprised I got that far just because my balance isn't typically that good. And, I've been in the sauce today. But also, I was feeling really good physically. Like I wasn't tired or sore or anything. So like the endurance-wise, it was good. It's just my balance that got me at the end.
After the challenge was all said and done, and even before it took off, Saphir, what was it like? Now that it's on an individual basis, no longer in tribes, what was the conversation? How were things going? What was the tribal breakdown when you guys were just talking together?
It was pretty open. If somebody had something that they wanted to say with somebody else, they just pulled them aside and said it. And people tended to respect that. Like it was a really productive, I guess, interaction session where like all of us got what we wanted to say out, and I think everybody had a piece that they wanted to communicate, and I think everything was heard and it worked out.
Kate, moving from a tribe of 3 to a tribe of 5, and hearing that people were just grabbing each other and pulling them away for private conversations, did that make you nervous? Or did that make you a little more comfortable moving into the individual portion of the game?
Yeah, I feel like it's moving into the individual portion is a relief. I think that it's like nice, you know, obviously not everything's transparent, but it feels more transparent when you know what the other team, or you know what the other players are thinking and doing, or you know what they're telling you. But.
Rachel, speaking of knowing what other players are doing or thinking, we saw just last Tribal that might not always be the case. So moving into the individual aspect of the game, does that make you more comfortable knowing that what previous ties you might have had are now by the wayside?
I think it's a little bit of both. I feel like there's just as much risk, I guess, of not knowing what you're getting into, but then at the same time you have, you know, more people or less people that are telling you what you want to hear, right? So it's still pretty hard, I think, to walk that line and figure out where everyone stands.
Flow. Walking that line. When things all came said and done, we had our cast, our top 8, vying for individual immunity. Did you feel like things were more or less moving the way that you expected? Or did the game become more tense for you specifically as it became an individual basis?
I think that, I mean, there's definitely a lot of tense parts just because I don't totally know, like, especially with now I don't know who's with who specifically, and I haven't, for example, like, I had never worked with Kate or Saphir before, and so, like, that was new, and Matt, of course, like, so that's a new element to deal with. Yeah, so it's tricky.
Matt, Flo just brought up a great point. There are new people here for you to work with. Do you see that as an opportunity, or do you see it as a threat now approaching you from all sides that you couldn't or didn't really have to deal with before?
I am the only original Kootenai left. I've been to, this will be my 6th or 7th tribal council. I've seen it all. I've heard it all. Yeah, I didn't really do too much networking because at this point there's only so much you can do, and you just trust the few you do love, and hopefully they have you.
On that does actually mean something at this point. It resonates. Kootenai, you have been here more than anyone else. After the first tribal council, you had confidence that you wouldn't be here as much as you did. And yet here you stand, top 8 in the competition, vying for a spot as sole survivor. That's got to make you feel good, even though you've been here so many times.
Yeah, no, it feels great. And, you know, coming in, I didn't really have, you know, too many close friends. Obviously, I'm dating Rachel, but, you know, as soon as the game started, we decided not to talk to each other, which we haven't. And so, I mean, yeah, I am pretty proud of myself making it this far, and hopefully I can continue to keep making it further.
Rachel, on that note, you've already seen how cutthroat this game can be firsthand.
Yeah.
Now that your significant other is right there, potentially an ally at your side, how does it make you feel if you have to pull that trigger?
I don't really think it changes anything. At this point, it's not about him being my boyfriend, it's about him being a player, right? So either he's playing the game or he's not playing the game, and we're all here to play the game, right? And that's the relationship as it stands for this activity.
Indeed you are. And right now we're going to find out who gets to keep playing the game. Matt, You can go ahead and write down the first vote.
Come at me. See ya.
Oh, that's a nice bug on mine. You're only being voted in because we think that you're a super strong competitor and we're scared of you.
I just met him this weekend. He's a good guy. He's a good guy, but at this point in the game, I think we're all just trying to win. I kind of want to hang out with the guys on the edge and just get drunk and chill by the fire, but, you know, we don't want to lose.
Stop looking at me! Alright, if anybody has an advantage, disadvantage, or hidden immunity idol, now would be the time to play it. Alright, I'll read the vote. Just like that.
Coming down.
First vote, Matt. Second vote, Flo. That's one vote Matt, one vote Flo. Third vote, Matt. That is 2 votes Matt, 1 vote Flo. Fourth vote, Flo. That is 2 votes Flo, 2 votes Matt. Fifth vote, Matt. That is 3 votes Matt, 2 votes Flo. Sixth vote, Flo. That is 3 votes Flo, 3 votes Matt. Flo. That is 4 votes Flo, 3 votes Matt. Seventh person voted off of Survivor Waiparous.
Let's go.
Flo. You must
Please
go.
flow.
It says please go. Flo, your tribe has spoken.
Well, to finish on.
Yeah.
Well, we'll play 18.
Hope you survive your shots. Here. You can just stay here on the edge.
Oh, thanks.
The rest of you,
The edge comes for you.
take your stuff, head back to camp.
Next time on Survivor Waiparous. They've been waiting patiently, drinking belligerently. One member from the edge of intoxication returns to the game.
Shot back in to the top 8.
They don't want more shots.